Hello and welcome to my new setup. So I've moved into my new space and yeah, I'll be working with the camera a little bit, trying to find the best way to film, but for now this is what we're going to do, so let me know if it works for you. If not, I'll try something else. But yeah, today I want to talk about minimalism. I don't want to say that word because I don't really agree with everything that the movement is turning into, but I do want to talk about minimal or simple living and what I think the first step is towards achieving that. And yeah, I've just been online quite a bit recently and been looking into minimalism, and yeah, I am really inspired by a lot of people from that movement, but there are a lot of people who seem to be misinterpreting it and, you know, really thinking that minimalism is the white walls and the clean counters and the capsule wardrobe, but you have to go buy new items to make your capsule wardrobe look the way that someone else has designed their capsule wardrobe. Or I don't know, or even people who go, I only have 200 objects. It's still like minimalism, but you're really focused on materialism. If by achieving a minimalist lifestyle you constantly focus on your material items, it defeats the purpose, because minimalism is meant to be about a mindset. So why do we always tackle the material objects first? Why aren't we tackling our mindset first? Because I believe that we're strong enough to be able to change our mindset. And for me, I heard a great quote recently, which was in conjunction with the election that's just happened, and what is it, Russell Brand was talking about when Bertrand Russell was protesting against nuclear weapons, and he was saying, a yogi said to Bertrand Russell, what is the point of getting rid of nuclear weapons when we still have the mindset that created nuclear weapons? What is the point of getting rid of Donald Trump if we still have the mindset that created Donald Trump? We need to, like, you know, what is the point of getting rid of all your stuff and becoming a minimalist if you still have the mindset that made you purchase all that in the first place? So for me, it's very important to change your mindset first. And so the way that I have kind of started to do this for myself, and you know, the thing that I wanted to share to you is to stop buying things. And I know this is an actual physical action, but I think by stopping to buy things you can then start to begin changing your mindset. Because if you're caught up in still consuming things, I mean, obviously you can't stop buying things altogether. You still have to pay for food, you still have to pay for your electricity and to pay rent and all those things, but stop buying everything that isn't 100% necessary for your survival. And I mean, like, okay, gas, yes, food and things like that, but yeah, there's no clothes, no books, no extra stuff. There's no point in buying that, to buying those extra things. And the way that you can change your mindset is by stepping out of that consumerist mindset, stepping away from materialism. And yeah, so I know it's one of the hardest things to do, is to kind of go cold turkey and stop buying things altogether, but it is the best way for you to then start evaluating where your mind is actually at in conjunction with consumerism and within, you know, within your relationship to buying things. Because yeah, then you get to sort of start to experiment with yourself, because it's all going to be different for everyone. So I say that everyone can stop buying things, but the next step is to start evaluating how you are in relationship to things. So, you know, walk into a store, see what it's like to walk into a store and not buy anything and walk out. Even look at the sales, you know, really kind of indulge in it, but don't let yourself buy anything. If you do, you kind of fail the challenge, and then you can really see, wow, I don't have much willpower at all. And then that's what you have to work on. You have to start working on this willpower to not purchase things. You know, we've been so well programmed by advertisement and companies to want things, because we all know that in us there's something missing, and every single human suffers with this, you know, feeling of something missing. But this is what keeps us striving for more. If we didn't have this feeling, we wouldn't wake up every day, we wouldn't go to work, we wouldn't try and have more experiences and understand things and develop more knowledge. So this feeling of emptiness and, you know, incompletion is what keeps us going. But unfortunately, advertisement companies have realize that about us and sort of trigger that feeling in us, you know, because it's not a nice feeling in some ways. Like, a lot of negative sides to having this feeling of incompletion, and so advertisement companies, you know, really trigger that and make you feel, yeah, feel unworthy, and they, you know, it makes you feel lack of confidence and all these things. But that's what they're trying to do, because then they go, well, our product will make you feel complete, but this is an illusion, and you kind of never want to feel complete, because you wouldn't have that striving in yourself to go and do things, to take action in this world, to try and be a better version of you. And unfortunately, yeah, we've just been so well manipulated by companies to feel that a better version of me comes from me buying something, instead of a better version of me is me making different choices in the world, making different actions in the world. And I believe that our thoughts are just as important as our actions in this world. And so it's very important to, yeah, change your mindset as much as it is to change your actions. And so before you go and declutter your whole life, just stop buying things and start evaluating your relationship to stuff. You don't have to get rid of it to realize what your relationship is to it. If you just declutter and you get everything out of your house, how are you going to really understand your relationship to things and why you got into this position? So this is my first tip. This is kind of a more like rambly video, but I did want to come on here and say it because, yeah, I've just been seeing a lot of misconceptions of a simple minimal life. You don't have to declutter to be a minimalist, I'm sorry, but it's true. It's a more of a mindset. And you know, some of the great people I follow who are interested in the movement, sure, they have decluttered, but they came to the realization that it's actually more about your mental space. And you know, we can change our mental space without getting rid of everything, because it's a very wasteful as well to declutter. I know we think it's all going to charity stores and it gets sold to other people, but there's another business that happens within charity stores. They get shipped off to other countries, and you know, there's a lot of undercover sneaky business that goes on. I'm not an expert in it, but I am aware that this is something that goes on. So this is my first step to simplifying your life, is stop buying things, because getting rid of your stuff and donating everything is not the answer for you being happy. It's changing the way you think, and you have to be very active in wanting to do that to make a difference. So anyway, this is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please get in the comments and talk to me about this, because it's something that I'm really interested in, and I'm really interested in understanding other people's ideas and thoughts around minimalism, and maybe what is actually the way to break into this lifestyle that doesn't end up being so wasteful. And you know, I've been discussing this with quite a few people online already, but please get involved and let's start this conversation, because I think it's really important to have before everyone goes and gets rid of everything that they own in the sake of having a minimalistic lifestyle and to, you know, maybe becoming happy. So anyway, enough rambling. Have a lovely day. See you later.